Good Sunday morning. It's Chris with City Girl Homestead, and
again.
so we've decided this morning we're gonna do a use up breakfast. So you want to start melting your butter?
Sure.
We had. You don't want it that high. There you go. We had some sweet potatoes left from last night. And we also had some of that taco meat. And this is what the idea I was thinking for breakfast is that we're just going to use that up instead of doing fried potatoes today. Because I'm doing more of a just regular breakfast. So I've got some butter in my pan too that I'm going to melt. So what I'm going to do is all those veggies that we had, we're going to use those up now. And everyone, can you grab that one mushroom that fell out, please? Before the stove gets too hot. The rest of the broccoli. No.
It dropped out of my hand.
And the rest of the peppers. We're going to make it a use it up Sunday breakfast. Now this would be way too many onions for breakfast, but we can add a few. And those white onions actually we're going to use for tonight's dinner. So thank you for everybody that gave me encouragement to go to the party. We only stayed about an hour and a half. On our way over there, Tom's tire needed to be fixed. And on the way over, we were getting ready to pull into the parking lot. Sam calls us and said, well, we can't do the work on your stem or anything until you pay for it. And they wouldn't take a credit card over the phone. Which I was like, what?
Yeah,
So
all your information and everything.
We had to turn around, go back, pay them, and we had to have the truck picked up before they closed at 7. The party started at 5, so we got to stay about an hour and a half. We had a little bit to munch on, and I got to see some of the people that I wanted to. And you know, honestly, everybody else is aged too. There was a lot of guys there that used to have full heads of hair that are now bald, real skinny girls that were heavy now, you know, and it just, you know, life happens to all of us. Life happens to all of us. And I got to see a couple of my friends that I've missed. So that was nice. So I'll see them in the 50. 10 years from now. But they usually do a Christmas thing every year, and we always forget it, don't we, Tom?
Yeah. We made it that one year.
Yeah, but this year we're going to try to remember. You guys, that bar was packed. They rented a whole room for just us, and I mean, it was like a whole side of a bar, wasn't it?
Yep.
And we had our own bartenders, our own servers, everything. And so it was a nice little shindig. But man, I am not good in a bunch of crowds of people. I have anxiety, and that just kind of, I'm like, let's slip out the back door now. Yeah. Because it was packed in there, wasn't it? So I had that ham steak that I bought at Fresh Time for $1. So I thought, let's cut this up to go inside of it.
Yeah, just about as many people in that building that I had in the whole class.
Yeah. What was your class size again?
76 people.
76 in the year 76. So but your class doesn't do anything. But you know, we have people, this guy named Mike.
That's because my overclassmen didn't try like I did, and so it makes me look better than they do.
Oh, hush.
I think that's what it is.
No, it isn't. But anyways, we're going to add that ham to it too.
So they wanted to do one trip, you know, a class reunion on a ship. I didn't think that was good.
Yeah, no. They did at ours, they did a golf outing, but there's a lot of us that don't golf, so That
I
kind of
think
makes
so.
sense. But, yeah, it was nice, and it was nice to bump into the people, but it was just so packed in there, you guys, and the first thing they do is have you take a picture that says class of 84, which is fine, but then they hand you that lanyard, and it is your 17-year-old self. I tell you, that made me feel
You're
really
old?
old. You are gonna get burnt. It is not wet at all.
Thank you for the offer. I did not need that.
No,
Well, my finger would get warm.
because you didn't have it over the flame at all.
No, my finger was getting close to the flame.
I know, I looked over there and I'm like, oh, that might not be a good idea. Alright, so now I'm going to chop up some eggs. Break open some eggs. It was nice to get out, though. It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We don't go out very often. And normally I cook every day, so there's no need to go out to dinner. But, I mean, like, really, honestly, I can't afford it. Tom was so full last night, he actually passed up meatballs. That was pretty scary.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to crack, because Jack will probably be here too. He waits for Sunday morning breakfast, doesn't he, Tom?
Yeah.
And then
What?
he always,
He called me yet? What the heck?
I know. And then he goes, hello, like he doesn't know what we're calling for. He's funny. Maybe I'll try one more egg. And then I'm going to try something different too.
Oh, good.
Oh, good Lord. I'm going to get you for all that.
Yeah, yeah. I think mine's done.
I don't know, if you don't keep it over the flame, your hands is going to be done. Turn it down so it'll stay warm. Just put it on low. Hold on, I'll take the camera over there so you can see it. And there it is. Ta-da! Someone said I would have mixed that together, and I'm thinking, remember when I said, I have an idea. I'd rather have fried potatoes, but you know what? That's probably a little bit healthier. Oops. Mine's going to take a little bit longer because I have to cook vegetables down. And then add glue your butt. Now, to get a little bit more of your protein, I've decided, I've heard, if you add cottage cheese to your eggs, A, it makes them fluffier, and it makes them healthier. And it gives you more protein. So I figured, when in Rome, let's try it. We'll see how it works. If it's not good, then you know what? We won't do it again. Yeah, I got to get back on track this week. Yeah. My sugar is okay. At night it's not. But during the morning and time and whatever, it's good. I gained back 3 of the 38 pounds that I've lost. So it's time to get back on track. Pizza, all that good stuff. Bread, I think, is a spike for me. So we're going to have to, like, leave that stuff alone. Alright, so I'm going to let this cook down a little bit, and then we'll be right back. Jack actually didn't answer the phone, so maybe he slept in this morning. So now I've got this cooked down. I'm going to add the egg and cottage cheese mixture. I'm going to turn that back up. And we're going to get that all mixed together. So like one girl said last night, waste not, want not. And we're not wasting anything that I cooked up or cut up for everything else. And who says you can't have sweet potatoes and taco meat for breakfast? Nobody ever said that you couldn't do that. So I'm going to let this heat up a little bit. And then I'm going to top it with some cheese and we'll be right back. Alright, so now we're just going to top it with just a little bit of cheese, not a whole lot, since we've got the cottage cheese in there. And that's pretty much melted down too, so we're not going to use much cheese. And since I didn't prepare anything for breakfast, I am going to do a small video on something I found online today. And I'm going to make that up for our breakfast for next week. So, I'm going to get this melted down, get it on plates, and we'll meet you at the table. All right, Tom.
Mm. That's really good.
Even with the cottage cheese in it?
Mm-hmm.
I think it probably adds something to it, don't it?
Adds a little flavor to it, yeah.
You know, it's funny, because anything we've added cottage cheese to, it's really added a lot of flavor to it. And we used up all those veggies.
Mm-hmm.
So now try your potatoes and meat. Who said you can't do leftover breakfast? Well, there you go. We used it up breakfast. Tom got to cook up the potatoes and the meat. I think it was good.
Tastes good too.
All right. So you guys have a blessed day. Be a blessing. And I'll be back to do a breakfast special for our week. Goodbye, Tom.
Bye, Tom.
You guys have a good day.